guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Mr. Mustafa Njai and his team on this 5th TAFCON and the attainment of a major milestone for TAF Africa Global, which is celebrating 30 years successful operations, first in the Gambia and then in the sub-region. This is no mean feat, and the signing of the MOU between Shelter Afrique and TAF Africa Global, which we must or just witnessed to build 1 million homes in Africa, is testimony to the vision, hard work, and delivery of quality services by TAF. The country needs economic independence through employment and opportunities for wealth creation towards poverty eradication. Economic independence of our citizens would make our socio-political independence meaningful. Since our political independence 55 years ago, generations have been working hard to improve their economic situation. Thus, great names in the business sector of the Gambia, like Mustafa Njai TAF. The principles of private sector-led growth and our belief in the private sector as engine of economic growth will continue to be a fundamental national development pillar. My government will continue to carve out and adjust to responsive policies and strategies to support greater private sector participation in the domestic economy. To this end, a second National Business Council, a National Business Council has been set up to provide a platform for the private sector and government to engage on business issues and recommend policy options. With the private sector, it is expected to play a significant role in financing of National Development Plan 2018 to 2021. We have drafted a revision to the Public-Private Partnership, that's the PPP law, with the support of expertise from France and other international financial institutions. Indeed, private sector credit expanded by 28.8% this year, higher than 20% in 2018. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, government has kick-started reforms to improve the business environment in the country, to promote investment and industrial activities, and to establish a fair trading environment for private sector development. It is against this backdrop that GAIPA has entered into a joint venture agreement with TAF Africa Global for the development and management of an industrial park at the Banjul International Airport. The joint venture is an investment in excess of $300 million with the potential to spur more economic activity. The facility will be developed to house manufacturing entities, educational institutions, hotels, and office spaces. I would like to take this opportunity to applaud GAIPA and TAF Africa Homes Global Limited for rising to my call to build GAITAF Special Economic Zone, a new business city to demonstrate the transformation which is now taking place in the country under my government. The different components of the GAITAF Special Economic Zone will entail the creation of a well-built modern state-of-the-art special economic zone. Its design embodies economic development using modern technology to boost industrial development, promote tourism and leisure in a real estate hub. The project aims at achieving a balanced economic space that promotes trade and investment through industrial activities. Such a modern special economic zone focuses on export promotion, creates jobs, and integrates within its surroundings. Situating economic activities closer to the community would provide direct employment avenues for Gambians. This is in line with the strategies in our National Development Plan 2020 to 2021. This initiative we are witnessing today represents a great source of pride for the Gambia, and it is as a result of the enabling policy and business environment that is designed to boost our national development. At this juncture, I would like to applaud TAF for the support he is providing to the micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. The TAF startup competition and the sizable prizes being awarded will go a long way to providing much-needed support to the young entrepreneurs. It presents a priceless opportunity for apprenticeship for the young segment of the population and for reinforcing our national technical vocational education training base. My administration will continue to encourage Gambians with technical skills and knowledge to engage in our drive towards industrialization. My government recognizes the challenges faced by these enterprises, especially in relation to funding. To mitigate these funding challenges, the first ever Gambia Angels Investor Network has been created by the Youth Empowerment Project, YEP, in close collaboration with GAIPA. The parties will work to facilitate domestic and international investment in Gambian businesses. The eventual objective is to trigger growth and development and bridge income gaps. The youth subsector enjoys increased attention from my government for very obvious reasons. Besides comprising about 65% of the Gambian population, the youth are a productive segment of society and represent a critical stakeholder group in the national development process. Aptly, therefore, the National Youth Service Scheme continues to provide relevant and marketable skills to young people throughout the country. Along these lines, the President's International Award Scheme is striving to provide opportunities for young Gambians to explore their talents and sharpen their skills to create employment for themselves and participate more effectively in national development. Government is supporting the operations of the National Youth Council and its decentralized structures. During the last fiscal year, the Council was supported to launch the Youth Connect Gambia and its maiden summit. The summit revolved around flagship programs on youth leadership, innovation, volunteerism, and job creation. In addition to other useful activities, the Council also facilitated the establishment of the Children's National Assembly and conducted a job fair for rural youth. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I note that TAFCON 2020 will discuss gender and women's empowerment, and I look forward to the recommendations that will emanate from the debate. The creation of the Ministry of Women, Children and Social Welfare indicates my government's commitment to addressing the social, economic, and general well-being of children, women, and the socially marginalized members of our society. The new ministry signals our awareness of the importance of these members of society. I must observe, however, that issues of women, children, the less privileged, and minority groups in the country cannot be addressed in isolation, as they affect the whole of society. As such, efforts will be intensified to ensure that their rights are protected and their participation increased in all aspects of development, including appointment to leadership positions. Our goal is to empower both women and men to live quality lives in an inclusive society free from all forms of violence, neglect, and abuse. To achieve this, I urge all sectors to work together to address all issues of equity, equality, and social justice. In this regard, government has launched a number of initiatives aimed at empowering women, especially those involved in small businesses. In partnering with the International Trade Center, my government launched the ICT She Trades Project Gambian Chapter in February 2019. This is a global initiative to empower women economically through trade and investment. The project seeks to connect 3 million women to markets by 2021. Through this project, 250 youths have been trained and deployed for service. 12% of them are backway returnees, and 4% are physically challenged persons. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would once more like to assure you that my administration will continue to pursue explicit policies that guide our national development and create an enabling business environment that attracts investors and strengthens private sector development. The private sector development strategy of the Gambia 2015, the entrepreneurship policy and strategy, the industrial policy backed by supportive legislation within a healthy legal environment and solid institutional arrangement are practical measures that demonstrate my government's commitment to a private sector-led growth. I look forward very much to your recommendations, and on this note, it is my pleasure to declare the meeting open. I thank you all and wish you a good luck. Happy New Year.